The GOAT, the Don, Papichulo, P-I-double-Z-O. You all know him, he's the biggest artist in Kenya and one of the biggest in Africa. Octo is a Kenyan hip-hop artist with decades of experience in the rap game. His history is a very exciting one, and in this video, we're gonna look at his art, his controversies, philanthropy, and how a simple young man with a dream would grow up to be called the GOAT. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and relax as we take you through the history and biography of Papichulo.
I'm back again, still the same, spell the name P-I-double-Z.
Henry Hanga, commonly referred to by his stage name Octopizzo, is an award-winning artist, humanitarian, and entrepreneur. He actually changed his name to Don Ahanga. Ahanga was born in the sprawling slums of Kibera, Nairobi, on the 30th of October 1980. The hip-hop industry had no idea that a king had just been born. Kibera is a low-income neighborhood in Nairobi. He's never tried hiding his humble roots, in fact, he's proud of his former hood. This is also why he's also called Number Nanny. The reason for this is because the buses that plight that area are classified as route number 8. Papichulo started his music without a manager and faced multiple challenges, but he worked really hard to pursue his career in music. Papichulo had a tragic childhood. His father passed away in 2002, and his mother was now the sole breadwinner for the family. His mother Millicent, who he really loved, passed away in 2003 when he was just 15. And being the firstborn of the family, he had to take care of the rest of his siblings. At a point, his siblings went to live with other relatives, and he worked at a garage located in an industrial area. He also worked as a toothpaste salesman at the coast, which he says that it really challenged him. While at the coast he took some computer studies. He went to YMCA Nursery, Mashimoni Primary, and Kibera Glory for his schooling education. He's also studying abroad, in a program called Social Change Using Art. Even from his early days he still had an eye for the latest fashion and swagger. During those days his music had a lot of influence from artists like Eminem and Jay-Z. He made music that touched on issues facing society like corruption and politics. He still does that to this day. In 2008 he created the rap group YGB, where they performed together and showcased their talent. And YGB itself is an acronym meaning Young, Gifted and Black. When he started, he was not really as popular, as for most people, their first encounter with him was when he had a collaboration with the singer, Mithoni the drama queen in the song Villa in a The song was quite well received by teenagers in high school, and they started inquiring more about who was this fresh rapper called Octopizzo. His star had just started shining, and he was not going to hold back. He then made the song Bila Make. In the video, it featured Size 8 and the Bazikizo guy. This was also the time he had that iconic number 8 on his head. The flow, the vibe, and the originality was on point. He brought something very fresh and original to the table, unlike anything anybody had ever seen. In his song Mama, Octo opens up about his life in the slums of Kibera. At some point, he was also doing drugs and being involved with bad friends. He was orphaned at a young age, and the song is basically about why he does his music. He does it for his family.
15 years of age, firstborn and an orphan, hustling hard, heritage na ingia Morgan.
He does a collab with Camp Mullah in the song 2-5 Flow. Then there was the 16 bars Kenyan Cipher exclusive. Listen to this.
What you expect to see? Hey yo, DJ Joey, cut it. Yo, my wallet be fatter than brolic. These rappers I demolish, swagger on polish. I'm flowing holler than hydraulics, and I do it big like Christopher Wallace. Dr. Rain made it through college, infinite knowledge, but they don't understand me like what you call it. So I'ma just call in, I'ma eat all them, like Hannibal the cannibal, mechanical jaws, botanical handling while I'm dodging the law, smoking like cannons and banging on the damaging floor, watch them panic and frantic while the rest just applaud.
Sheesh. Wait, is it the John Cena title? Damn.
And his name is John Cena!
Then out of nowhere, he blessed us with the song Evo Evo Evo. It's this banger that threw him into the mainstream. Here's where he became a household name, and for most people here's where they were introduced to the Don. It's with this meteoric rise that leads some people to start speculating that he had sold his soul to the devil. I mean, by now we know that there's no such thing, and all that was just nonsense, but still, let's look at their reasoning behind this. First of all, the song is called Evo Evo Evo.
Evo, 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 Evo.
Some people took it that he is saying evil, evil, evil. Also the visual signs in the video, like the triangle he shaved on his head, and the blood, and the ominous violin. He even mentions Lucifer a couple of times. And also does that Jay-Z pyramid sign. Thank God we know that that's all cap. The song was dope though, from the violin, the lyrics to even the visuals. His star could only get brighter.
Work hard, inampea. Kunaga shortcut. Unajua wengine wanadhani ukiblow up haraka ni bahati yako ama ni hakunaga bahati. Inakuwa strategy game, lazima uwe na strategy.
After the post-election violence, which was a dark point in the country, he made the song Tobo with Antonio, just to preach peace for the 2013 elections. He made a Tomintana. It had a dope animation.
One man army in a red wine house. Take two to tango, me and my spouse.
Then out of nowhere again, he hit us with another hit, the song Swag featuring Amina Abbey. Amina actually has a beautiful voice, she should continue singing. The song was pretty dope, and also got pretty well received.
Swag, 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 swag. Oh, this is swag music. Oh, this is swag music. Oh.
Like the genius that he is, he played with the assumptions people had, that he had sold his soul to the devil. He tattooed his eye with a pyramid, and even said that he has the demon. Bruh, there's also a tub filled with liquid that looks like blood. This paranoia increased his popularity beyond East Africa.
Oh, this is swag music. Alright, this is swag music.
He then collaborated with Sage on the song So Live, which was well received.
Is it the whisper of an angel or the pounding of my heartbeat?
He then made the song Stay So Fly, where he also promotes his clothing brand the YGB way. This shows how even at this time he still had an entrepreneurial mindset. He made the song Nini, it was pretty cool. You can also see how with the change in time, his swag also changes in relation to the fashion of the time. He made the song Black Star where he featured his daughter in the video. It's a beautiful song, you should check it out. He made the song Holla and Paper Chasing. I mean, this guy was so cool, he even wore 2 glasses and still made it work. At this point Octo Alakua Miyamoka. He went abroad and made the song Salute Me featuring MI.
All I ever know was a street life, yeah.
In the same way, my mom slapped me as a kid, he slapped us with another banger. He made the song Something For You. The song was played everywhere, even the Peaky guys played it.
Something for you, 'cause I'm feeling something for you.
He made Put Your Drinks Up, which he also shot abroad. He took a small break doing concerts and supporting other young upcoming artists. He came back with the song This Could Be Us.
But girl, you playing. But girl, you playing. Say this could be yours.
Now this song had quite some drama with it. The person who did the chorus for the song sounded a lot like August Alsina. Yes, that August.
Jada,
What?
you're not saying anything.
I was in a lot of pain. But I actually don't look at it as pain at all. I felt like it was entanglement. I was in a lot of entanglement. So much entanglement.
Yep.
Long.
Entanglement.
Yes. Only to realize that that wasn't entanglement. Cray cray. The one thing I'll say about you and I is that there's never been entanglement. We never, ever, 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 ever have entanglement.
Plus, he also released the song in August. August's management even had to email him directly to make it clear personally. So since Octo is such a genius, he told them to tweet it themselves. This massively shot up his popularity as a lot of Americans now started searching for who Octopizzo was. He took another small break to do philanthropy, where he supported young artists living in refugee camps. He came back with the song Presidential and was offered a Comeback of the Year award, but he refused. That's how much of a king he is. This was also the time people were speculating that he and Calligraph Jones were having a beef.
I'm switching flows in every show. Utani show, I'm making dough. I'm blowing trees, kwa koridoki.
From here they kept throwing bars and entire diss tracks at each other, once in a while. He created the hit called Banko Tuch, where he collaborated with Vigmus.
Na squeeze king ya bank manager niliza Mr. Hanga tukauona to idwara hey alufa bitch ango alufa pat ango million achel kanyo ochola moksanyo.
He continued with philanthropy, supporting artists in the refugee camps, and personally, of all the songs I really enjoyed, Let's Party by the Street Boys.
Let's party all night, friend. My street boys sing together, no sleeping. We live in the sky, we are flying. We live like 41, let's enjoy it. Let's party all night, friend. My street homie in together, no sleeping.
And Mapenzi Gani by Queen Lisa.
Queen Lisa nalia na mawazo, popote nipitapo watu wote vikwazo. Hata baba na mama nawatia mawazo, nasikia wanitafuta mimi wapi nilipo.
You should go and check them out. He partnered with UNHCR to start this program called Artists for Refugees, which has brought a lot of hope to these refugees through music, the arts, and culture.
The people living in different refugee camps all across the world were once just like us. They lived the same life. They had fun, they went to watch movies, they played football. My friend here is called Eugene from DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo. He's an urban refugee. He'd like to be a scientist when he finishes school.
He then came back again with Turgut Gang.
Vision better now. I'm all the way up, ain't no coming down.
And the beloved song TBT.
Hey, now bring it back at TBT. Now bring it back at TBT. Now bring it back at.
This is the point where Octo stopped being Octo and became the GOAT that we know today. His celebrity status just went worldwide. He then made Sing Along, where he took a couple of shots at Calligraph Jones. Around 2017, he had a small beef with a singer-turned-politician called Jaguar. This was after he didn't use his position to condemn police brutality.
Today I'll ignore you because I cannot reason with the crying man. Let's hold it there. Let's hold it there. You called Jaguar a crying man. Maybe the boy child is just emotional.
Which is fine.
So is Jaguar a baby crier or an emotional man?
I don't know. I'm here to find out. But yeah, that was different because I just didn't want to talk to him at all now. Because after our first back-to-back, when he compared life and property, anybody who compares life to shoes or clothes, we can't talk. You know, I told him, people have been dying. People are being shot, with police. Kids who didn't even go to demonstrate. They were hiding in the house and they got caught in the crossfire. And I was asking him as a musician who has made it to the parliament. So it doesn't only represent the people from Starehe, but also represent all his fans in Kisumu and Kangware. So why is he not saying something,
After that, it was just hit after hit after hit. All his videos were getting millions and millions of engagements. Even the haters started claiming he was buying views. As time went by, he proved all of them wrong. By the way, he had already removed the tattoo, just in case some were still wondering. After all those hits, you think things couldn't get any better. He makes the song Babylon and Chebukati featuring Barak Jacuzzi. These are actually some of my favorite Octopizzo songs.
Ambia COVID mindo coffee. Olo mi depigwa coffee. Tulichai zile coffee. Nimesota soma foblist.
He's been making hits to this very day.
Fuck that, no comment. Now I'm nani ash and don't medicate for a moment.
These songs are so deep and they really express how much of a genius Octopizzo is. As we conclude this biography, I know you can see that Octopizzo's story is very far from over. The king is still on his throne, and I don't see if there's anyone who can challenge him anytime soon. By the way, his beef with Calligraph already ended, but they keep having friendly back and forth once in a while. Octopizzo's story and the journey he's had is very inspiring for any young child out there who would like to make it in life one day. He's been able to do great things like when his album LDPC took the #1 spot on iTunes on his first week of release. He's also received a lot of commendations and praises for his album Refugenius, on which he collaborated with over 20 refugees from Kakuma and Dadaab refugee camps. By the way, he also has a non-profit called the Octopizzo Foundation, which was created in 2015. He uses this platform to do a lot of good in society, and if you think you have anything you can contribute, you should reach out to them. In his personal life, he's had a number of beautiful women in his life, a Kenyan, a Mexican, and white ladies. He soon settled on what he's with to this day.
I read somewhere that there's one woman you saw on a billboard and she was so beautiful, you fell in love and you looked for her.
Yeah.
Is she one of the baby mamas?
Yes.
So how did that happen, man? Like how you
I'm
just see a
go-getter,
chick and you...
man. Like,
Yo!
me, even if I'm flying and I just see something in the sky, I'm like, I want that thing.
And you're like, I'm gonna get it?
Pilot. Mamisha Jo, nataka kuongea hapa na Sagodi tujue ni aje.
He also has some very beautiful daughters and a son who he loves very much. He is now a global star, and his strong passion for community outreach and youth empowerment is very inspiring. He's a great model and truly deserves to be king. Octopizzo has performed in huge events globally, and has been endorsed as a brand ambassador by several renowned companies like Coca-Cola, Safaricom, and Guinness. Basically, Amia Milka Kumilka. He's been honored with many nominations and awards in the course of his career, and he's worked with organizations like the United Nations, the American Embassy in Kenya, and the British Council in Kenya, which has brought him to much bigger stages than even his fellow artists could never find themselves in. So that's the story of Octopizzo. And it's still being written. You should expect some more things in the future from the Don Papi Chulo. Hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe to this channel and smash the bell icon to be notified whenever we post a video. Stay safe till we see each other next time. Goodbye.
Bonga na king kwani na nikidrip na sink ukidrip na lick present the face. Bonga na king na nikising mami